Hey guys, okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be modeling some of the annotations that we just talked about and show you how you can do this on your work. I found this from, it's a site called News ELA, and it's for kids, and it's all kinds of news and information that you might find interesting. And I found this article, and it's a science article, so it pulls in some of our science we're about to talk about, and it's how to make your own rock candy. And it sounds fun to me, something I would really enjoy doing. All right, so let me make it so I can write on this. Okay. Let's choose purple. Why not? So it's called Make Your Own Rock Candy. It says, making rock candy uses chemistry. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to use that annotation where you circle the word, because that's a new word for me I'm not familiar with. Okay, so making rock candy uses chemistry. All right, let's look here. Chemistry is a type of science. Oh, well, look, I just answered that right there. It gave me the definition. It is the study of matter. Hey, we've been talking about matter in science. Everything, I guess you know what I could do? I could draw one of these symbols because I can make the connection here. And right, we have been studying this in science. So I just made a connection to this. Everything around you is made of matter. You are too. Matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. Oh, there's another word. Molecules. I might have to look that one up later. The smallest piece of sugar is a sugar molecule. Sugar molecules make rock candy. I think, you know what? I think that must be pretty important right here. So I'm going to make sure I put some little stars around it. Sugar molecules make rock candy. Okay. Let's keep going. All right, our next page. Rock candy is easy to make. You need sugar, you need water, you also need time. Mix 3 cups of sugar in 1 cup of water. Boil it. The sugar will disappear into the water. It will look clear. It is now a sugar-water solution. Ooh, solution. That's an interesting new word. Okay, so right here, now look, it's going to use your context clues. Read the sentence before, read the sentence after. See if it gives you a clue to what it means. A solution is when, and I'm going to underline this because I think these are maybe key words. A solution is when one thing disappears into something else. So that gave me the definition right there. Pour the solution into a glass, hang a stick in the glass, leave it alone for 3 days. Then look at the glass. You will see sugar crystals on your stick. Crystals are made of matter. The molecules fit together in a pattern. The pattern repeats. A snowflake is a crystal. Diamonds are a crystal. Sugar can make crystals too. I think that's important. That sugar can make crystals. So I'm going to put a little star there. There is a faster way to make rock candy. Dip your stick in sugar first, then put it in the solution. Ooh, I'm surprised by that. I just got something cool. Pulled something cool. I can make it faster. The sugar on the stick helps the candy grow. That's interesting. Sugar molecules bump into each other in the solution. When they bump, they stick together. This forms tiny sugar crystals. Other sugar molecules want to be next to them, so they attach to them. This makes bigger crystals. Putting sugar on the stick helps. It acts like little seeds. They give starting points for the big crystals to grow. Try making your own rock candy. Will sticks with sugar make more candy? Let's find out. I think it's interesting that, and I think it's important that the author, look what they're doing. I see the word materials in bold. I think that's important. Might be a key word. And then they use the word procedure. I think that might be important too, and that might be why the author wrote this. It looks like they had a purpose in mind, and we're still focusing on author's purpose. Even though I'm annotating, I'm just keeping that in mind. So the materials are granulated sugar, wooden skewers, clear plastic or glass cups, a large pot that holds 4 quarts, measuring cups, clear tape, food coloring of different colors, and a small digital scale. Okay, here's a note. This must be important, right? Because when there's a note, it must be important. There's a reason they put it there. Okay. Oh, have a grown-up help you with these steps, so do not do this by yourself. So step 1, take 18 wooden sticks, set 9 aside. For the other 9, dip the last 13 centimeters of each stick into a cup of clean water, and then roll it in a small pile of sugar. Set each aside to dry. Step 2, set out 18 clear cups. Step 3, have a grown-up help you. Put 4 cups of water in a pot, add 12 cups of sugar to the pot, and stir and bring to a boil. Step 4, you see how they're using steps? I think that's really, really, really interesting. And so I'm going to put a big exclamation mark right here even. And I'm surprised they're doing this, but I think that it must also be really important because this says procedures, and now I have all these steps. That must mean something. Okay, so you have all these steps, and if you choose to do this, that's okay. You can try this with your mom or your dad, or maybe even an older brother or sister if you want. But here's the rest of your steps if you want them. I'm not going to read them. Okay, then step 9. I'm going to read this one. Wait for 3 or more days. There should be crystals growing on the sticks. Remove the sticks from the cup. Weigh it. Do this for all the sticks. Because remember, we're trying to see if rolling the sticks in sugar first grew better crystals or not. All right, so why do you think the author included the pictures? Because I see a difference between these, don't you? So I think these must be also pretty important. So I'm going to put a little star right here and write picture to show difference between rolling in sugar or not. I even like that whoever did this experiment did some in blue and then some in red to see the difference. Also, they chose different colors, and I think that was important. Here they showed how they set up. I think that's important because it might help you set up yours. Sometimes even if somebody describes something, it's better to see the picture. And so that was the purpose, I think, of the author including these pictures. So I love it that this article has a conclusion. We've been working on conclusions in our papers. There's a connection. Look. We have been doing conclusions too. So I made a connection. How much did your stick weigh originally? Subtract that number from the weight of the stick and candy at the end. This is how much rock candy you grew. The sticks that were dipped in sugar should weigh more. They should have grown more crystals. Now you can eat your candy. So my guess, if the ones that had the sugar rolled on them grew more, then these are probably the ones that had, rolled in sugar. That's my guess. I'm just making a prediction. Because that's part of annotating also. It's just making a prediction. All right, so I hope this gave you an idea of how we can annotate and just kind of keep track of our reading as we go so that we become better readers and remember and understand and just really focus on what we're reading and just get ready to talk and write about it, okay? Because this really, really, really does help us.